All right, let's see if this thing is cooking. All right, it kind of looks like we're cooking right now. Like we're cooking. All right, it kind of looks like we're cooking right now. There's the audio test. Good. Audio test is working. All right, let's hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Friday morning Magic, the most fun you can have on this entire YouTube channel on a Friday morning. Let's go! Let's go. I'm trying to bring the energy today because I will admit, I'm a bit sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. Keith Foster, LGS Order, says, good morning. My landlord wants my store to move elsewhere by end of August. What? Keith, what is going on? There's always something going on with your store, dude. I'm so sorry. That sounds so annoying. Ugh. If you do have to move, hopefully you just find a better location. Old World Big Mac, good morning. Good morning. Greg Spillback. Oh. Hold on. Everyone in chat. Cheers to the homie Greg. Everybody show some love. Never let us spill your coffee. Keith, you live a wild existence. Yeah, that's a good part of that, Keith. Maybe you'll be in a better area where you don't have to deal with that crap anymore. Screen Watcher, channel member Screen Watcher, good freaking morning. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Also, big shout out to you. You know why. We've got so much to talk about. Nicholas Vogel, good morning with the coffee emoji. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. We got so much to talk about. We have major releases coming today. I'm doing a what? I'm doing an echo this morning. Am I echoing? Echo. Was it just the initial sound test? I generally pull up the stream just to do a sound test on another monitor quickly when we first fire up. If it's still echoing, let me know ASAP. Devin Mychan, OG GOAT. What is going on? Devin, good morning. It could have been, Keith, it could have been the early stream. The early stream echo. So we've got so much to talk about today, everyone. As you know, it is the official Fallout release day. I know we've had pre-releases at game stores already, but today is the official day. Echoing. That's so weird. I'm not getting any echo. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to push forward and let me know in the chat if anyone other than Keith is experiencing some echo here. We've got the official Fallout release day. We also have Into the Inklands release. Plus, I want to take a look at some OG and older collector boxes and see what's going on with Magic product right now. What's happening with Magic the Gathering as far as a sealed product is concerned, because as you can see, I collect quite a bit of it. So every once in a while, I like to, just make sure I'm up. Yin Yang Man, good freaking morning. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Let's take a look at Fallout for Magic the Gathering. It is official release day to everyone out there. Oh, my hair. Ladies and gentlemen, my hair has gotten so much poofier since we started the live stream that I have to adjust the camera a little bit, because some days you sit up a little bit straighter, your hair gets a little bit poofier. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. It's time to get into official Fallout release information. What we're looking at here is cardboardfinance.com. If you or at your PC, you can go to cardboardfinance.com and you can support cardboardfinance.com by joining the channel membership here. The link is pinned to your chat. It is, I don't know how that works, if it's at the bottom or the top, but the channel membership link is pinned. It's $5 a month to get you access to content early, exclusive content, custom emotes, channel badges, and it helps pay the server costs, so not all of this comes out of my pocket. So everybody, all the channel members, not only do I appreciate that, but you make this possible. Thank you so much. We are going to take a look at Magic the Gathering Fallout because it is a big day. It is a big day, and let's take a look at the summary for Fallout. And as we can see, guys, Fallout is cooking. Devin, I am freaking great. How are you this morning? Listen, I've got coffee. I'm good. I will tell you, I didn't mean to order the medium. I meant to order the large. Got myself a medium, so that was, we push through the adversity that we face every single day. So Fallout Collector Commander. Ugh. What a run for pre-release. A total of over $1.5 million, 26,000 individual boxes shipped from TCG Player to people like you and me, and the Commander deck set by and far being the largest, making up for 5,000 shipping like units out the door. But remember, each one of those contains 4 freaking decks. Oh my goodness, this product, it was insane. And I like to kind of put it in perspective, because as you know, we go and hold on, a little tidbit. I've started Cardboard Finance 2.0. So this was always meant to just be, what we're looking at here was always meant to just be a tool for me to make YouTube videos. I have started 2.0, which will let you guys have a little access and control, give channel members special logins to be able to access additional perks of the site, let you play around with some of the data. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is now under development. So if we see not really anything new coming to this version of Cardboard Finance, is because it's getting a whole reskin. It's going to be actually like a UI website platform, not just something that I made to make YouTube videos. But I digress. That was just a little spoiler for those of you out there. I like to put Fallout Collector Commander, gosh darn it, how many times am I going to say Fallout Collector Day, into perspective. And I like to do that by comparing it to Doctor Who. So the last, all Commander set all the time. And let's select the pre-release configuration. And this gives us pre-release numbers of the 2 recent Commander products. And as you can see here, it's not close. It's just not close. It's insane. The best-selling product being the Commander deck set of both, but the difference in number of Commander decks sold here is outrageous. It's insane. We're seeing, 22,000 Fallout Commander decks sold, most of them sold as a bundle. And mind you, it's worth noting that there was a special on that product, right? There was a special on that product. But look at February just pop off. Even into March, where we had a March 8th release date. So, kind of came out at game stores a couple days ago, or last week. It's still selling extremely well. So, what's going to be fun to watch is release plus 30, right? Because as we see, Doctor Who Commander released on the 13th of October and continued to sell pretty okay into November as far as Magic products go. We see this all the time with Magic the Gathering. Our products release, it comes out to massive fanfare, and then it falls off very quickly. Doctor Who Commander, did sell pretty well. We have a release date technically in March, even though pre-release ended last week. We understand what we're saying. I'll be interested to see how March and April go for Fallout Commander. That's going to be super fun. And then the interesting part is release plus 90 days. Fallout Commander's already outsold Doctor Who Commander release plus 90. It's pretty funny when you take a look at something like Fallout Commander and you compare it to, let's go Commander Masters, right? This is why, if we ever wonder, if we're ever curious why Wizards of the Coast is pretty all in on Universes Beyond, all we got to do is take a look at this right here. On the left, we have Commander Masters pre-release. Now, let's be fair. Commander Masters had a lot of problems. It was outrageously expensive. It was an all, reprint set. And it was right after probably the most popular Magic the Gathering release of all time. So I know that the popular phrase to use is wallet fatigue. We might add a little wallet fatigue. But me oh my. This is release plus 90. If we boil it down to pre-release, it's embarrassing. And if you take a look, less than half the number of boxes cost, this much more, almost $1 million more. And this again, everything just indicates the problem with this product was just price. It was just the price. That was the problem with this product. Massive problem with this product being price. But I gotta tell you, Fallout is living up to the hype. It is performing extremely well. Did you guys, let me know. I'll give you one more minute on the poll. Did anyone in chat buy any Fallout? Let me know. Vote in the poll. You got 1 minute on the poll. I want to know if you bought any Fallout. I will tell you, I bought absolutely zero zilch nada Fallout collector booster boxes. I bought none of them. Nicholas Vogel said, and now Amazon has just released, people say Amazon has just released a second wave of it. Is that true? Is that, Greg bought 18 of them. You bought 18, Greg bought 18 Fallout collector boosters? Let's see. Okay. Let's pop over. Let's check the old Zon. Let's check Jeffy B. Let's check Jeffy B. All right. Checking Jeffy B. I'm seeing that the Fallout Commander deck bundle is more expensive, which is good. Oh my goodness, Greg, you are dancing in the rain right now, my friend. You are dancing in the rain. You got yourself some great deals on some products that are pretty hot. Greg is dancing in the rain, everyone. Everyone, big shout out to Greg for dancing in the rain. Let's see if we can navigate our way to the official Magic the Gathering store. Visit the Magic the Gathering store. Here we go. See more. See, this is, don't like that this is for sale on here. I'm not gonna sit here and just whine about this all day long. We're not doing this. No crazy deals, nothing going on. Go. Still under pre-order. Here we go. Boom, baby. Dennis says the Magic the Gathering store is the best store. Shout out Big Daddy Vegas joining us in chat this morning. Good morning, Dennis. Dennis, how many Fallout collector booster boxes have you sold? Dennis, proud owner of Treasure Hoard Games. And the homie. I miss you, Dennis. I miss you. You've only sold 4? Oh, sell them all, dude. Sell them all. Look at these surge foils. But, all right. So this is not currently available. No featured offers available. I'm glad that this product is not. You can't get this on Amazon right now. I would like to see it so you couldn't have got this on Amazon at all. But, hey, whatever. What is this? What is this? This is fake news, right? This is fake news, right? Oh. This better be fake news. Oh God, thank God it's fake news. Oh God. All right, Mark Meza, I got boxes, but all going to my special Fallout stream this weekend on Whatnot. Ooh, let's go. Okay. All right, I feel you. Mark. Broken Avatar says there's an Amazon restock yesterday for $324. It sold out late last night. And I like the price on Crimson Vow collector booster boxes. Oh no. Look, people commonly bought these together. I don't think they did. I'm skeptical. Let's see, is this still a deal? Adventures in the Forgotten Realm? Oh! Look, Baldur's Gate is pumping. Do you guys think it's the Baldur's Gate anniversary that's pumping Baldur's Gate? Oh, look at this. Guys. Are we in Pump City? Look at these graphs. Are we in Pump City? Are we back? Is my next... How many NFTs are we buying? How many NFTs are we buying? Are we like all the way back? Are we all the way back? Look at that. Look at that, my $99 collector booster box. Let's just search collector booster box. Price low to high. Sealed products. Why am I getting... These search results are so bad. I don't care if it gives us the pack. We can filter around pack. Oh, this does work like... Alright, all sealed products. That's an Omega pack. Let's find the first box. Come on, what's the first box? Chat. Hold on. We're searching collector booster by price low to high. What's the first box we come across? Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? Somebody who's gonna guess it? What's the first one we come across? I want to know. Someone guess in chat. All right. What's the first one we're gonna come across? What's the first full box? The first full box. The first full collector booster box we're gonna come across in chat. Someone guess Capenna. I like the Capenna guess. I like Capenna. Oh, Capenna's a good guess. Oh, oh, we forgot. Greg said Midnight. Broken said Capenna. Old World said BFC. I'm not gonna count this. I'm not gonna count this because this set doesn't count. It's not a set. It doesn't get to count. But this was the clear answer, and we just forgot it. Aftermath. We always forget. I'm not gonna count that. I'm not gonna count that. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back and keep searching. But that does make sense. That does make sense. Midnight Hunt. Midnight Hunt is the worst collector booster box. Oh no, Midnight Hunt. Oh, Midnight Hunt. All right, hold on. Let's go over to Mox Alpha. Let's go over to Mox Alpha here. Mox Alpha sponsored the channel. By the way, if you want to get a Mox Alpha subscription, it's specifically for stores. It's probably not for the consumer. But if you want to get a Mox Alpha subscription, make sure you sign up using promo code HometownTCG because you will save, I think it's 10 or 15% off your freaking subscription. It's a big deal. So if you like Mox Alpha, if you like to check this stuff out, if you're going to use it for your business, use promo code HT or HometownTCG when signing up. Ooh, daily top 10 sealed product. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. All right, so we came over here. Let's stay on focus. Stay focused, Josh. Stay focused. Stream, help me stay focused. We're going to pop over Midnight Hunt. We're going to search. Let's go sealed product. Magic the Gathering sealed products. Let's take a look for. Yeah, Mox Alpha is sweet. Mosh, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you this morning, Mosh. Good morning. Innistrad Midnight Hunt collector booster box. Let's dig in. Mark Meza. Oh, big Mox Alpha supporters in the chat. You love to see it. Here's the EV, but it's not just for anyone who hasn't looked at Mox Alpha before, or it's your first stream here, or whatever it might be. We can't just take a look at EV and be like, oh, that's what it is. There's a lot of things that go into this, especially if you're going to pay to have your cards sorted and things like that. One thing I really like to take a look at is the standard deviation, right? This is how much swinginess represents in this price, because every box is not going to be the same. But when your standard deviation represents a large percentage of your box, it generally means that a ton of your value is tied up into a few key or very rare cards. So This is a fairly consistent standard deviation that we've seen for collector boxes. Generally, they range between anywhere between 30 and 35% for a healthy collector booster box, because so much of your stuff is going to be tied up in like these massive hits. But you are getting this thing for $104 through TCG Player, because why not? How many of these? Look at this. Look at it. Every once in a while, someone's just like, you know what I want? Every once in a while, someone's like, you know what I want? I want a Midnight Hunt collector booster box. And someone just logs on and they just buy themselves a Midnight Hunt collector booster box. And like, okay, so this makes sense. This is where it's scary. If you don't hit a Meat Hook Massacre, it feels very much like Children, right? Doesn't this feel very much like Children? If you don't hit a Meat Hook Massacre, you're just like, eh. Nicholas thinks Kamigawa is the best collector. We'll take a look at that in a second. Bloodthirsty. Oh, is Bloodthirsty Adversary this expensive? Wow. Look at this card kind of popping off right now. Who had Bloodthirsty Adversary on their bingo card? Anybody? Did anybody have Bloodthirsty Adversary on their bingo card? Because I did not. This is insane. What is going on? Yeah, and then we drop down to, this is the bad part, is in a collector box. In a regular, a set booster box, a play booster box now, if you will, a ton of $5 to $10 cards is generally a good thing. In a box where you're supposed to spend $250, your $5 to $10 cards better start adding up if you're only getting 12 packs. Midnight Hunt, look at that. That's crazy. And then Dennis pointed out, followed shortly by Capenna, shut up. Shut up. There's a 20% difference in price. Capenna is 20% more expensive. If I could tell you your stock portfolio would make 20% today, you'd be ecstatic. And also, technically, Crimson Vow is cheaper right now. I don't know how this algorithm has not caught that, but you know, here we are. Old World McBeck says $2.15 for a Canadian for a collector booster box of Midnight Hunt here in Canada. I would advise you to not buy a collector box of Midnight Hunt in Canada then. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know the conversion rate to maple syrup dollars to dollarinos. I don't know. Like, I don't know if your dollar is more powerful than our dollar at the moment, or if England's dollar is most powerful. I don't keep up with all that. I have no idea. I am here to. I don't know. Look, Brothers War. What? What is happening? Chat, why is the Brothers War getting expensive? Okay. Approximately $160. That's not like, it's definitely, obviously it's more expensive, but it's not like double or anything. Actually, the more I think about it, it's way more. That's a lot. That's really expensive. Ugh. Why is the Brothers War pumping right now? Brothers for Serialized? I have a story to tell. If we're talking about serialized cards. Because I don't think that's true. Because if we dig into here, one day I didn't have a box with me, so I threw together everything that I could into my binder. And so this was one day at MagicCon what I purchased as far as serialized cards go. Okay. This is what I purchased as far as serialized cards go, and you'll notice these were from just various vendors around the place, around the showroom floor, and you'll notice they all have prices on them. I paid like probably a little over half price for every single one of those. And the quote from the vendor was, nobody wants these. I don't want them around. Nobody wants these cards. And me and Marcus are going to either look like the smartest people in the world in like 1 year to 5 years time, or we're going to look like the dumbest people to have ever walked the earth. And a big shout out to my buddy Jim, channel member Jim also, who is at MagicCon Chicago, said he laughed as I made a purchase, and he goes, "You're either the smartest guy on this floor or the dumbest guy on this floor." So, just to give you a little insight as to what's going on in my life. So we were able to pick up a bunch of those. So I don't know if that's why, like, if Brothers War is pumping because of the serialized cards, and also vendors are trying to offload the serialized cards. Are we in a transition period right now? Like, what's going on with that? That's crazy. It's got to be something else. It's the special lucky numbers. I do have... Is it back here? Yeah, I do. I have one meme number, and I didn't buy it because it was the meme. It was the first one I ever bought. I actually bought this from Peter up at MinMax Games. So big shout out to Peter. He sold it to me on release day. I have one meme number. If we can get that close to the camera. Nice. So I have one meme number Brothers War card. The rest of them are, everyone's like, "Oh, what numbers are you looking for?" I'm like, frankly, I don't really care. But I mean, this is just one day's haul, and like all a little more than half price. So I don't know if I can be like, "Oh, Brothers War is pumping because of the serialized cards," because yeah, MTG Gaming Bob. We're gonna check that out. We're kind of in the collector box hole right now, but we're gonna check out the tank of collector boxes, because I do want to kind of compare the pumping of some of these prices to the EV in the box and really highlight that, like, we have to remember it's not all tied to EV, right? Sealed product value is not all tied to EV, and I think we lose the thread on that a little bit every once in a while. Wow, Brothers War collector. I did not see. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just real quick. Let's go. The Brothers War collector booster box. Let's just dig a little bit. What is taking up the now? Yeah. So 50% of the box is the standard deviation, and this is the effect of the serialized cards, right? Like, this is what I was talking about. An EV of $208, but 50% of that. Let's see. Oh. I've zoomed in too far, chat. Can't go that far. I was trying to make it bigger, but $106 of that is the swinginess, the standard deviation, that number we talk about with the plus or minus based on the individual box opening experience. And it is, I mean, it's 100%. Look at this. It's all tied up on these Brothers War serialized cards, and the Brothers War serialized cards, like, they're not selling. Look at the velocity of these things, right? Like, they're just not selling. It's not a card that people are currently chasing. So really interesting to kind of see how that's going to play out. Let's see what else jumps off the page. Like, new booster boxes being this. Holy guacamole. Dominaria remastered collector booster boxes are on the come up, but man, did they get hit hard. Whew. These things got destroyed. These things got destroyed. This was a cool... I remember when I was making content first on YouTube, I was getting into, like, I was making Flesh and Blood content and stuff, and I was just getting back into, like, buying TCGs heavily and not just, like, playing them and starting to, you know, collect more product more aggressively. I had done it, you know, here and there in the past, but being more aggressive with it. And I always thought this collector booster box looked cool. I thought this box looked, like, just the look of the box was sweet. Like, I always tried to convince myself. I was like, one day, and this was a time where I would like go to my wife and be like, "I think I'm gonna spend $100 on a draft box. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna open it." And she was like, "Yeah, like, do what you want to do with your hobby. Like, stop bugging me about it." And I was like, "I feel guilty." And now you look around my office and, like, the channel and everything, you're like, well, that has changed. That has changed. Dennis says, damn, Double Masters is sub 200. What was this, though? What was this when it came out? It was, okay, because this is a 4-pack collector box. So Double Masters is one of the weird ones, right? It's a 4-pack collector booster box, which is goofy. But it does have cool cards in it. Your background is inspiring, brother. Thank you. Thank you. This is cool cards in it. If we, like... see... Ren and 6. So the textured foil Ren and 6... I debated buying a playset of these. I think Dennis is talking Double Masters 2022. Double Masters VIP is... I opened my Double Masters VIP and I had so much fun. I had so much fun opening those cards. I shouldn't have opened them. I should have left them sealed, but I had so much fun. Like, cards like this in foil etched are cool. They're super cool. I just don't know. They're super cool. I almost bought a playset. Louis made a good point last time I was talking to him. He's like, you just don't know when they're going to print a cooler version. And that's kind of what I need to happen for Fallout Collector. I need that to happen for Fallout Collector. Let's go. Wasteland. I need this Wasteland. Anybody who wants to help out the channel, just go buy a ton of this Wasteland. Make this thing pump. Because I need it to tank the value of this Wasteland. I need the new Wasteland to be so cool, it tanks the value of this Wasteland. Okay? Sound good? This is what I need. I need you guys to tank the value of this Wasteland. Because I need to finish my player reward promo series. And I'm going to need a Wasteland for that. I'm going to need Wastelands. I'm going to need Crusades. So the first step there is tanking the value of that Wasteland. So if someone could go ahead and get on that real quick, that would be great. We could just have that card pump. That would be awesome. Anyway. All right. Bob says Commander Legends collector boxes are half what they were at their peak. Commander Legends 1 or Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate? Your background is... Oh, thank you. I'm literally thinking of buying StarCraft just to have it displayed. Dude, some of this stuff, like, I just put things up there that I like. Like, that just make me smile. I am full stop on any MH3 until it tanks to half its current prices. Oh, we're not gonna... If we're going to have the MH3 conversation today, I'm going to get cranky. I will admit. Let's go back to Fallout. Let's take a look. Let's dig back into some Fallout stuff. Let's go New Universes Beyond Fallout, because we do want to point out the boxes, the collector booster boxes, are coming down in price already, as we sit at $351. Oh, no. Dennis, have you not heard? I keep the things behind me that make me smile. I also, as you can see, I keep my failures very close, so I don't forget them. Fallout Collector coming down this hard in price was not on my bingo card, at least this quickly, right? I'm more an Eternal Masters Wasteland myself. Nah, man, I gotta have the it's part of the player rewards promo. I gotta finish that sentence. That explains why we're still friends. I've been losing my mind on people overreacting Amazon pre-order pricing. Yeah. Maybe. This probably is Nicholas makes a... Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Nicholas, you've been here for a while. I don't know why I said welcome to the stream. My brain is catching up. Hold on. We need some stream juice. Cheers. Cheers, chat. Cheers to all of you out there. Stream juice. It's time for the mid-stream stream juice break. And to remind you again, if you join the channel membership, you get access to content early, and it helps make all of this possible. Thank you so much for anyone who's already joined. The link is in your chat somewhere. I'd be such a bad salesman. I don't know how to like effectively do that, but it does keep things. It does literally at this point keep the lights on around here. So, do what you got to do. Universe Beyond Fallout Collector Booster Display coming down because of the recent Amazon release. But like, listen, there's not a ton of boxes before we start getting into some quickly climbing prices again. Like we climb back up to 270 here, and then now we've got a couple blocks, right? We definitely have a couple roadblocks at around the 370 price point. We get a ton of roadblocks here around that 370 price point because Rocky Mountain MTGC somehow got themselves 20 boxes, which is insane. And DC Magic has 24. Amazing Adventures has 24. So that's crazy. Vault Collectors didn't get a restock. They had a small like amount sold on Amazon, so it wasn't restocked. Now hold on, boo boo. The rumor is that there will be more coming. The question about more coming is every game store getting 4 boxes, or is every game store getting a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty sized restock? That's the question. Maggie, I don't know if we've seen you on the stream before. Good morning and welcome. If we haven't seen you before, welcome to Friday Morning Magic as we talk all things Magic the Gathering, prep for our FNMs, and just try to kick off our weekend the right way. Yeah, this coming down is crazy. The good thing here about this product is like, as that fluctuates, as all of that goes up and down, we complain a lot about collector booster box prices, and I talked about Modern Horizons 3, and like, I did a whole video on the inaccessibility of product, so I've been complaining a lot lately. I have not liked a lot of stuff going on. But this is a good thing. Like, this is a win. The ability to get all 4 decks and just get out there and play the game and in the Fallout universe. Like, this is a wonderful product. I really like if you're going to do a Commander set, having the Commander decks, and I prefer the Doctor Who model. The Universes Beyond Doctor Who model here. Because I like the idea that all the cards are available. So if you don't ever want to buy a collector booster box, but you want every card from this set, you just buy a set of decks. And that doesn't work for a regular Magic set, right? Like, I don't want you to be able to buy a set of Outlaws at Thunder Junction. I like the model of the trading card game. You buy packs, you open packs, you trade, you buy singles, whatever it might be. I like that model. It's a good model. But like for Commander releases specifically, this kind of makes sense, right? Like, this makes sense. This kind of makes sense. Dennis says, all of my friends are making me get together to play Commander tonight, and I'm strongly considering cracking one of the Fallout decks just to annoy them. Why would that annoy them? Why would that annoy them? Old World Micmac, I just saw your message. Josh has been sleeping till that moment. What was I sleeping on? I have no interest in MH3 until it's the current price for MH2. MH3 is. I always add an extra I in Horizons. I always add an extra I in Horizons. Not great at spelling. Like, this can't be. This has to come down like $100. Like, this has to come down like $100 freaking dollars. It's crazy. Oh, sleeping on the lack of coffee. I gotcha. This is just unrealistic. Like, oh, big announcement. Big announcement time. Because we're adding MH3. Obviously, we add every single Magic the Gathering set to the data tracker over at Cardboard Finance, where we can check out all of this sweet, sweet data and do all of our favorite comparisons. But something else we're adding, and something we're offering to channel members, I am getting Star Wars. I am getting Star Wars. I will be doing box openings for channel members, and channel members will be getting a discounted price on the Star Wars product. I know we have 2 people signed up already. You can email me at hometowntcg@gmail.com. I don't have pricing locked in yet because it hasn't been sent out to me, so I still got to figure that out. But we will be cracking Star Wars on the channel. We will be offering channel members, box discounts. And if you've bought boxes on the channel before, you know what kind of discount you're getting if you're a channel member. I don't necessarily make any money off these box openings, really. But I am excited for that. And we're going to add Star Wars to the data tool. We're going to add Star Wars and track Star Wars because I am excited to see if that game just like pops off and then what sales do after that. I am super interested to follow along with that one. So excited to announce we will be adding Star Wars to the data tool. And we will be having some cases of Star Wars to crack for the channel members. We'll be sending those out. So I'm pretty excited. All right. Bob says what? Yeah, I'm with Bob. I want to see the prices of these things come down, but like, God, who knows if that's gonna happen? I wish it does. I wish it would. I will admit, I wish it would. All right, so we started this journey talking about Fallout. We should do just a quick update, just a couple seconds here on Karlof Manor, and note that it has slowed to a crawl. It has slowed down the total sales. We haven't quite reached $1 million. Now, the weird thing is, so Karlof Manor is one of the sets like Lost Caverns of Ixalan, where it includes the commander decks. It is every product. Like, there was no manual intervention. The data scraper is doing its thing on this product. I mean, you see, this was released 11/17. The month following, we still sold 3,000 boxes, 1,900 boxes. But this is that magic downtrend I'm always talking about, right? Well, Karlof Manor is it never went very high. It's coming down quick. Let's put it that way. It never went very high, and it's coming down quick, right? So, if you compare Karlof Manor to a previous set where we didn't have commander decks added because there was still a bunch of manual intervention, it was a lot of hard work. We were focused mainly on draft set and collector. You look at something like Wilds of Eldraine. Well, Wilds of Eldraine had that happen, but it didn't have the commander decks. So this is Wilds of Eldraine without any commander decks. Like, we already spent more money on Wilds of Eldraine. We believed in it more. The set booster box for Wilds of Eldraine was just great. And this, again, was with no commander decks. So, like, listen, I'm not ready to call it and say that it's the play booster's fault. Oh, what happened? An unexpected error has occurred. I have to check the air log. I am not ready to call it and say that it's the play booster's fault, but this is weird. Todd Howard, channel member Todd, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Todd says, only opened 1 box of MCAM and it surprised me. Better ROI than Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Whoa. 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 Hold on. Wow. That's a bold claim. We're going to it. We're going to it. The Lost Caverns of Ixalan Collector Booster Box. We're checking it out, Todd. Ooh, look at the Lost Caverns of Ixalan EV falling off a cliff. Very swingy. Look at that. 75% standard deviation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Lost Caverns. It's all tied up in the expensive cards that don't sell. Todd might be onto something. Todd might be onto something. Wait, what is this? Sealed products? Uh-oh, Todd. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. here we go. Moment of truth. I mean... Oh, hi. Whoa. 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 Whoa, this, you might have just got a, you might have got a good box. This thing is upside down. Yeah. I think we found the culprit too. I think we found the culprit too. I don't know. These are wild products. I could see, like, because this is a, you save $100, right? You're saving, you're looking at about $100 difference in price, just off the bat. Yeah, more than $100 difference in price. This thing's up to $274. Big bad buckaroos. Woo! Look at that. Yeah, I mean, if you can get close to $120 out of this box, I mean, here's the thing you don't have, and this is why things like this do so well. You don't have the chance to just like hit something massive, right? Like to just pop up and go crazy and have this explosive opening where you just open thousands of dollars in cards. That's another part of the reason some of these prices stay so inflated, right? You don't really have that at Karlof Manor, because the serialized cards from Karlof Manor, while they are super rare, they're super hard to get. It doesn't seem like people are coveting them, and if something's just rare and nobody wants it, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. So someone says, okay, how long is Louis' takes in the new podcast? Louis' takes are fine. He does, this week he got under my skin because I kept feeling like I would make a point and then he would misrepresent that point, and that bothers me. I don't mind being wrong. But I might have just been wrong. He might have been representing it just fine, and I could have just been wrong. So, in all reality, I could have just been a sleep-deprived, overworked human that was wrong about the situation. But we'll find out, right? This podcast this week is a good one. Me and Louie are very excited for Star Wars. So, I'm very excited to see how Star Wars is going to shake up the situation. Also, yeah, 360, welcome, and thank you for joining us at work. Randy, wouldn't touch that set. I feel you. MTG Gaming Bob with the hot take. I think we're approaching the time where MH2 may be a decent pickup if you have none and can afford it. I think MH2, like, listen, MH2, and you, let's say you buy a Modern Horizons 2 draft booster. Because I like the versatility of the draft booster, because, hey, worst case scenario, I can have my friends together and we can draft it. Like, absolute worst case scenario, we get to draft this set. You buy a draft booster box, $176. There is a ton of like playable stuff in it across obviously Modern, but also Commander, the most popular format, right? This is crazy. Like, and I mean, it's on the bounce. It's on the bounce because it couldn't go any lower. Like, in fairness, it's on the bounce because it literally couldn't go any lower. You guys need a tough guy on your team to balance out you softies. My wife volunteers. I don't know if any of us are softies. Listen, we care. And she's gonna beat us all up, and I don't want that. I don't want to get beat up on a podcast. That doesn't sound fun to me. Getting my butt kicked on a podcast. All right, we would be remiss today if we didn't at least check in on Lorcana. We got to check in on Disney Lorcana because Into the Inklands has their official release today. So that's going to be a good time. Let's see where we're at. Lorcana. Oh, that's all of Lorcana. Oops. Whoops. Had to walk away from buying a Lost Caverns of Ixalan gift bundle yesterday. Ooh, why is that? Why'd you have to walk away? Yeah, says I have a case and a half of MH2. One of the boxes I opened, I got 2 no foil and 1 foil Urza Saga in one box with 2 Misties in it. Yeah, there's just tons of stuff you're going to play in that set. Like, there's tons of stuff you're going to use. There's tons of stuff you're going to play with. There's tons of stuff you're going to, like, add to your binder. It's a good set. Speaking of adding random things, before we look at that, want to see random things that I add to my binder? Shout out to Dennis and James in my group chat because they have to deal with me when I do this stuff. I just buy random Magic cards. Like, I just bought 4 of the Strixhaven Ops because I was on TCG Player. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how pretty that card is. And I just bought 4 of them. They're not expensive. They're super cheap. But I am 100%. That's how I ended up with my Birds of Paradise. Like, it's crazy. I just buy random A cards. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just like see them, I like them, and everyone's like, oh, how would you spend $5, $10, $50 if you had? I was like, I don't know, man, irresponsibly, because now I have 4 opts. Like, I also have the original foil Invasion opts in foil, like near mint ones, and that's just something I bought. They're not on the reserve list. They print opt 3 times a year. I just bought them because I like them. Old World Micmac says Birds of Paradise is probably one of my favorite cards aesthetically. That's why I bought those ones. It had the old art, it was the old border, it was retro foil. Like, I bought it. So we're going to take, Bob wants to know how the continued sell-through rate is on the first chapter. We'll take a look, but we have to start with Inklands because it is the release, and Inklands is pamping. It's pumping, dude. 13,000 boxes sold, led by the draft booster box. Average cost over the lifetime of the product on TCG Player is $131. Now, that's not indicative of the modern cost. It's just the average cost of a booster box since its inception on the platform. We have the starter deck set coming in second, the Illuminator's Trove in third. Ironically, draft booster box case. People picking up a lot of cases, and we see a little bit of a flip here for Disney Lorcana for the first time. The starter decks are down at the bottom of the list. So when we dig into some of the details on these products, and let's take a look, for example, the draft booster box, we see like this product doing what we expect Disney Lorcana products to do, and doing it well, right? As it comes down in price, more people buy the box. People are not looking to invest and spend $400 on Disney Lorcana boxes. This box shines at you know, the family-friendly price of around $100 to $150, somewhere in that swinginess. You know, mimicking Pokemon the best they can, in my opinion, is probably the best path forward. And like, look at how many people are buying this product, man. This wasn't juiced by a TCG Player sale. This wasn't juiced by some advertisement or anything. This is just a natural product release. And I think the success is due to a couple things. First, the price, far more accessible on this product, right? Again, we look at the booster box and even the draft booster box case. You're looking to get a booster box case. You're not spending, you know, crazy $900, $1,000, $1,500. Like, you've got a reasonable draft booster box case price going here, but I really think it's the accessibility. You have an accessible IP, you have a warm, welcoming feel, and you have an accessible product. Like, that's a win for a product release, in my opinion. We have to remember, like, product scarcity is supposed to happen over time. Nothing's supposed to be released scarce. It's supposed to happen over time. And I think this set's going extremely well. Now, the thing is, it's going to have to contend with the first chapter, which like continues to sell a ton of boxes, and we're finally seeing some of that fall off, but it's extremely gradual. The first chapter falling off from January to February, and even in March this early, we're at 500 boxes. It does seem like every time there's a release of another Disney Lorcana product, people go back and revisit first chapter. And what we see with the first chapter is the popularity. Remember, we just talked about how this was inverted on the Into the Inklands set. These starter decks are super popular products here, right? Your starter decks are selling in good numbers, and the idea of like, hey, not only were these boxes super expensive, but people also want to experience the first iteration of the game, get these for their kids, their grandkids, nephews, nieces, whatever it might be. You see that effect here. You see the transition from that into more of a traditional TCG here. And as we transition more into a traditional TCG, we do seem to be doing fairly well as far as sales are concerned. In fact, something that, you know, is pretty fun to do is you take Into the Inklands and you take, where is it, Rise of the Floodborn, and compare the pre-release numbers, and you see like Remember, Rise of the Floodborn had, is this going to be expensive? Is Ravensburger going to print it enough? Oh my god, what's going to go down with the release of this product? You know, there was a little bit of uncertainty there. This product was expensive on pre-release. This product, accessible and affordable on pre-release. And if you could ask Ravensburger, if you could put a gun to their head and be like, hey, which way would you like to earn money? This way or this way? They definitely would rather sell 13,000 boxes on pre-release and earn money that way. Like, imagine if you double this, to 7,000 boxes, you're at about half the boxes of Into the Inklands sold with about the same amount of money. And if you ask Ravensburger, 100% this is the way they'd rather do it. It's 100% the way to go. Ralph, Ralph, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute, bud. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out, Ralph. Also, thanks for supporting the channel and making literally this what we're looking at possible. Ralph, you rock. I appreciate you. So, this will be interesting. The question here, in my mind, with Disney Lorcana is, do we see a ton of reprints, right? And this is the thing. We've seen other games be like, this set's out of print. This set's out of print. And how does that affect the market? How does that affect the collectability of cards, the price of the box, all of that? You wonder if a company like Ravensburger will ever bother coming out and being like, hey, first chapter's out of print, right? And if they don't, it would be always that thing holding the price down of like, oh, it's getting scarce, but like, what if they print more? They said they're going to print this thing into oblivion. What if they print more? What if they print more? What if they print more? You're going to have that kind of in the back of the mind of collectors, and that train kind of rolls until it's been like 3-4 years, and like, oh, they just never printed more, and now they can't because they're tied up printing everything else, right? You look at things like that. I'm interested to see how Ravensburger is going to manage this. Ravensburger is the big unknown here. That's the big unknown, in my opinion, is Ravensburger. So we'll see how that goes. RJT81, morning, Josh. Missed you at MagicCon. Oh, I'm sorry I missed you. Hopefully, next time I get out, hopefully I get a chance to see you. There's a rumor. There's a rumor that I'm going to Gen Con with friends. We'll see. This literally just came up last night. And if that works out, we'll see. I also have to contact some local friends. One of them might be in this chat, because I think they want to go to Gen Con as well. Yeah, Dennis. We'll see. Came up last night. I got to talk to you and the group chat about it and see if you guys want to go too. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so that's a rumor. All right, guys, this has been what a wild stream this morning. What a wild stream. This has been a freaking blast. Thanks for hanging out, guys. MTG Gaming Wow says, I'm curious what the effect of life cycle Lorcana will have on the prices. I've not seen any long-term plan. MTG Gaming, we are on the same page. We are on the same page. I don't want to bring along Louis. I don't know. Should I go to West Virginia and backpack him to Gen Con? No, I gotta say, I have met Louis in person twice now. And we have become very good friends. But God, I love that guy's energy. I love hanging out with that guy. I just do. I just love hanging out with that guy. I love his energy. It's always so much fun. He's such a good guy. That was fun. Ironically, I've seen George in person more than I've seen Louis, and I've known George for less time. Because George is always finding his way traveling to the Midwest for something, or he's getting breakfast or pizza or something like that. So, leave Louis, bring George. I think everyone would like to leave both me and Louis and bring George, but too bad. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It has been a blast. I'll take a couple seconds to answer some questions. Screen watches, I should come chill in West Virginia. That's a tougher one. It's like if there's an event, I feel like I can say to my family like, hey, can I get away for the weekend? Can I step away? Like, it works out. It's tougher to just be like, hey, I'm just gonna go away for the weekend. Like, that one feels, and it's probably just my conscience. On my conscience, it feels like I can't do it as much. I should though. It would be cool to play, like, spend the entire week just playing Magic at Game Grove. That would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot. I'd have to bring more decks. I'd have to find the commander deck. For those who don't know, my social media presence is not nearly large enough. It's not nearly large enough. The commander deck that I lost at MagicCon Chicago has yet to turn up. So, my social media presence is not big enough. I need to work on that. I gotta work on that. I lost a Sakashima and Vial Smasher commander deck. It's gone. How many modern decks do I have? I have 3 completed. and they're in partial states of completion. And I have 3 Pioneer decks. I have 1 completed standard deck, and I was leaning on Jim at MagicCon for having the rest of the standard decks in case we wanted to play something else. So, and the reason I have this many decks all at once right now is just because of MagicCon. I don't just like keep that strap on me for standard decks and modern decks. They change so much. So, Todd, I am local to the Chicago area. I am in the Chicagoland area. Think of messaging you to crack a few boxes of Star Wars in your local Chicago area. Yes, and I will be offering Star Wars on the channel. So, yeah, email me. Anyone who has any questions, like I said, email me at hometowntcg@gmail.com. You can always contact me. I try to get back to everything. Sometimes I'm a little delayed. You have to remember, full-time job, make a bunch of content, father, husband, and then like also try to get back to emails. So I make sure to get back to everybody within a day or two. But man, I appreciate you guys hanging out so much. All right, I've gotten to the rambling point of the stream. It's past 9 o'clock. I gotta go to my day job. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Big shout out to all of you for tuning in, making this an incredible Friday morning stream. Next Friday, we're gonna try to grow. We have like, I think at one point we had like 34 people in here. We're gonna try to grow and get to 40 next week. So make sure you tune in and let someone you know about the stream. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you next time. All right. Goodbye.